Am I the asshole for docking my son's allowance the amount he made my premium go up? I, 50M, just switched insurance companies to try and save money because I've instituted a monthly budget to stop our overspending in our family of 5, 48F, 19M, 16F, 13F and 5 cats. The new insurance company asked for 19M's driver's ed completion certificate. I contacted the company who said he cannot get the certificate because he skipped the online portion. My son passed the in-class and road tests, but has an objection to online driver's ed because it's pointless. I explained that no matter how pointless it feels, it was a term of our contract with them and he broke it. And the result is that my insurance is $13 a month more than it would have been had he completed the course. I still give him an allowance, and I've reduced it by that $13 a month because I hold him 100% responsible for not completing his course, which costs $715 by the way. Am I the asshole? Am I being petty for nickeling and diming a young man and shaking him down to help pay my bills? My other options included just to take him off my policy and forbid him to drive at all, or make him reimburse me the $715 I paid for his driver's edition. I didn't do any of that. I think I'm invoking a natural consequence based on real-world impact and not vengeance. It's literally one less Mary Brown's 3-piece combo per month. Not the asshole. If it were me, I would have presented the options to him. 1. Pay the extra premium. 2. Repay the driver's ed as he didn't finish it. 3. Not drive any of your vehicles. I am quite sure he will either take the remaining driver's ed or pay the $13. Why is a 19-year-old adult getting an allowance? Unless, is he going to school full-time? In this case, he definitely owes the money back, but why are you paying for his insurance at all? You're wrong for considering this nickeling and diming, or shaking him down. This is called being an adult. He has responsibilities. Privileges cost money. Actions have consequences. Not the asshole by a long shot. Not the asshole. He can do a 5 9-hour course and be done with it and learn something. Or he can pay for breaking the deal. I'd cut the allowance. It's probably not in the budget, and it's probably bets for him to start paying his own bills. He'd appreciate money more if he was wasting his own money. Giving a 19-year-old an allowance is the real reason your son is acting like an entitled child. Because you are treating him like an entitled child. Honesty, shame on you for not raising an adult. Your adult son gets an allowance? How about you stop giving him an allowance, and he won't make stupid independent decisions. The young man is nickel and diming you, not the other way around. Am I the asshole for not giving up my hobbies? My dad recently married Kim, who has 2 kids. I like to have a busy schedule, so I attend soccer classes 3 times a week, Korean classes twice a week, piano classes once a week, and painting classes also once a week. Now Kim thinks this is too much. She says there is no time and money left for her kids. She thinks I should stop playing soccer and piano because soccer is the most time-consuming and piano is the most expensive. I told her that she is not paying for my classes or giving me rides, so it's none of her business. Perhaps she could ask their own dad to give them money and time, but oh wait, he is a deadbeat, so maybe she shouldn't have slept with him. She thinks I'm a selfish asshole for not giving up my hobbies for her kids. My dad is on my side, so I'm not worried, but she keeps whining, which is annoying. Not the asshole. Even though he's on your side here, your dad should talk to his wife to cut it out. Stop with the snark, that won't help. You don't say how old you are. You have options. Ignore her. Point out that your dad is fine with your activities and she should not be trying to interfere. Do not slam her ex, that is not productive. Continue to stay busy. Next thing you know, she will be trying to force you into free labor/babysitting. Not the asshole, enjoy your hobbies. You're right, she isn't paying for them, and it doesn't hurt her kids in any way if you keep yourself active and enjoy things you like. Info. Did you say all the things about the deadbeat to her face? And how old are you? Not the asshole, and she is 100% overstepping. She should be speaking with your dad about this, as I imagine he's paying, and even then she is the asshole for asking. It has to be hard for her kids if they don't have the funds to do fun hobbies, and your dad as their stepdad could offer to help. But it isn't your job to make things fair. That is their job as a team. Not the asshole. Kim wants too much. She can work if she wants more money, or sue her kid's dad to get alimony. Am I the asshole for refusing to care for sister's kid during surgery? My sister, 34F, has a kid, 6M, who has always been rude to me, 36F. He has called me names because I'm overweight, and whenever he's been at mine he has just made a mess, screamed. He left the fridge door open and threw food on the floor once. He just seems to have some kind of behavioral issue. I told my sister I don't want to look after him again because I can't control him. I'm not a parent, and I just don't know what the right tactics are. She was okay with it, as she has other friends who can take care of him. Thing is, she is now about to go into hospital for a surgery, which will have her out for a few days, and she's telling me there is nobody who can look after my nephew for that time. Now I don't know what to do because while of course I would take vacation time for family, but I don't have much left, and to be honest, I don't want to be spending it dealing with a kid who just won't give me any respect. I told my sister I'm not happy to do it, and said I'd be okay to pay for a babysitter, but she just called me a selfish cow. Others in the family have since texted with various stances, asking me to please reconsider or asking why I am being like this. As if I'm meant to magically figure out how to stop him destroying my house, or just put up with it. Am I the asshole for just not wanting to deal with it, even though it's to help my sister with a medical issue? Not the asshole. If she called you a cow, I can see where her son's bad treatment of you comes from. That retort alone solidifies my opinion that caring for her child should remain her problem. Info: why can't any of the relative pestering you step up to help family? Is it because they know the kid misbehaves? Also, since she called you a cow, absolutely do not watch the kids. Tells you a lot about why his misbehaves and calls you names. If your sister calls you again, I would just go moo and hang up. Not the asshole. /edit thanks for the award. Not the asshole. I was leaning towards NAH up until the point where she called you a selfish cow. Don't even spend another second feeling bad about not watching her kid. You offered to pay for a babysitter, which was more than generous, and she essentially spat on your offer. Now it's up to her to deal with her unruly offspring. She's not entitled to your time, your PTO, or even your money. To be clear, this is on her for not parenting her kid. Others in the family have since texted with various stances, asking me to please reconsider or asking why I am being like this. 1. Tell they exactly why you're being like this in detail. 2. Ask them why they aren't stepping up to take care of the kid. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Your nephew likely gets that behavior from somewhere, and that selfish cow comment from your sister gives me some suspicions as to the source. She is in no way entitled to your time or sanity, especially since you'll likely have to host the kid and not get any compensation for the damages. Medical issues or no, there has to be a modicum of respect, and she isn't showing it. Don't sacrifice your scant vacation time putting yourself through hell. Why are you the only one who can take him? What about these others in the family? Am I the asshole for asking my friend's boyfriend to pay $150 after he had an accident on my couch? On Halloween, my boyfriend and I went out to a bar with friends, including my friend Jake and his boyfriend Dylan. We were all drunk and went back to my place at 1 a.m. to hang out since everyone's cars were there from the pregame. At some point Dylan fell asleep on the couch. While we were talking, another friend suddenly told us Dylan was having an accident on himself. But it was too late, and it was soaked into my couch cushion. Jake didn't do anything, so another friend carried Dylan to the bathroom. My boyfriend had already gone to bed. When we came back, Dylan was gone. Somehow, while we were grabbing towels, he had gotten into our bed still in his accident-soaked clothes and laid down next to my sleeping boyfriend. He got accident all over the bed. We found him a few minutes later, woke my boyfriend up, and another friend moved Dylan back to the couch, except he laid on the other side this time and got accident there too, as well as on the blanket he used. I told my boyfriend not to make a big scene because I figured Jake and Dylan would already be embarrassed. We threw our bedding in the wash and ended up sleeping on the floor. Jake and Dylan stayed the night and left around 8 a.m. without cleaning anything, offering to help or apologizing. When we woke up around 10 a.m. the smell was horrible. We texted and called them no answer for hours. I finally bought a carpet/upholstery cleaner for $150 and started cleaning the couch, mattress, and blankets. I texted Jake, "So I adore you and Dylan, but our couch smells like accident, so we have to clean it. It's going to be $150. I'm going to request Dylan pay for it." My boyfriend told Dylan he should cover the cost, and when they eventually answered at 2 p.m., he said to request it from Jake on Venmo. 8 hours later, at 10 p.m. that night, Jake replied to my text from that morning. "Hey, if it's fair for Dylan to pay $150. If he gives you half, would that be cool? We could have used our own carpet cleaner face with tears of joy. They never offered to bring one earlier, and by then I was long done cleaning. I calmly explained that the expense wasn't optional. We had to clean their mess, and that $150 was cheaper than professional cleaning or replacing the cushions. Jake responded, "Whatever, dude. If that's how y'all feel, take your money," and then Venmo'd me the full $150. I didn't reply. Today he texted, "I'll bring the sweats you let us borrow, so we don't have to pay you for those as well. I'll leave them on your porch." We've been friends for almost 10 years, and I'm shocked by how petty and disrespectful he's been about this. Am I the asshole for asking for reimbursement? My couch smells like accident is killing me. Are we talking piss or shit? Human urine smell is really hard to eradicate. You might need a new couch, honestly. Your friends are gross. Not the asshole. Why are you calling urine accident? He pissed all over your house, charge him, whatever it costs to clean. Not the asshole, not the asshole, not the asshole. If Jake wants to pissy about the repercussions, I'd go no contact. Life is too short to have shitty friends. Definitely not the asshole. WTF they think would happen if they left without saying a word, cleaning anything up, or answering the phone. That's so rude. Accidents happen, even to adults, I suppose. But adults take responsibility for them, even if they are embarrassed. Okay, couple things. First, the accident was pee. Second, I couldn't post this if I mentioned pee or piss, which was my first word of choice. Hence accident. Thank you v much, love you, bye.